Let's check if everything's working fine. Okay, we have some viewers already. I need a bit more light here, hold on. How about this? Okay, seems fine. So this is a pretty exciting game coming up. Been waiting for this one and a couple others in this round. This is the most interesting one for the Polish crew, I guess. But let's wait until we start. As soon as we have a bit more people watching here, I'll give you some information about the current stage of the tournament, but let's take it slow for now. And we're waiting for the fight map stage to be played, and that will probably happen quite soon. Players are still not ready, so we need a little while more here. Okay, Sokol requests me to tell you a story or whatever. But this is not the time. They're fighting right now, so let's check what happens here. Sokol and Miki versus General Star and Regis. Let's see the... Oh! At least it's not diagonal this time, so we should actually see a fair fight that takes more than 30 seconds. That's nice, I guess. I will remind you, in case you don't know, that this map will shrink over time, which is supposed to keep players from camping too much, and will reduce the field of play to something like this, a little square. Maybe not so little, but yeah, at least it's better than what happened usually in the tournament fights. It's not me. When in the past years we had maps where the players would basically just stay there forever, and they would be more cautious than in the actual fight, and whoever attacked lost. So this is an attempt to shake things up. I'm proud to say that I made that script for this map, by the way. I'm not so proud to say that it's not perfect, because there's still some artifacts, as you can see for example here. But I think it's fun enough, even if it doesn't look like that, like it could. For those not from Poland, he's offering to send 2 bear swords, which is a reference to uh, Polish history, where supposedly 2 bear swords were sent by a Polish king to I forgot the name of these guys in English, so let me use Wikipedia very quickly. Something with a cross, the Knights of the Cross, there's no better, the Teutonic Knights, yeah. So so the Polish king sent the 2 bear swords to the Teutonic Knights after the Knights tried to insult Poland somehow. I don't remember all the details. Yeah, basically the Knights accused Polish of camping in the forest, so it's pretty spot on what he said right now. And we've got a fight finally. The moment it seems like General has a little advantage, but I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, he does. It's kinda tricky, but I think this will die pretty soon. That is a bit... It's weird. I mean, his swords are in the back. This might backfire, or this might be very good. It's quite even here. I think General will lose actually, yeah. It starts looking bad for him. Regis might be a little too slow. But this is still quite random because General will have a chance to kill some bows. Yeah, this was not perfect from Miki, and Sokol is losing a lot. Okay, this is a really interesting fight here. Yeah, I would escape here if I was General, but you can't do everything, I guess. And this was some really nice fighting from him anyway. But I think Regis might be doomed because he will not have shooters. But on the other hand, there's also a horse here. This is interesting. He should either go here or... Yeah, I mean, he should have gone there. It's probably... Wait, it's gonna work. This is super interesting, actually. Now he can use the horse. He doesn't even have to use the horse. Okay. This was really nice one from Regis. He also divided these troops. It's risky, but I think it might have been worth it. Now he will catch this. It's super easy. Just storm. Yeah, that's great. That's actually pretty good fighting from Regis today. Oh, but this is unfortunate. Yet, this will be fine. Yeah, Regis will win. Really exciting fight for a change. Okay. That was really good from both teams actually. It was a close one. I couldn't say there were huge mistakes from them. I think this shows us that the fight would be really interesting in the actual game, that is. So GG, Regis and General start at the winners here. And I think the maneuver from Regis was really good to move the swords back. It was a risk, but it paid off. But you need to realize it's not sure that it had to win this for them. It was very nice that his swords were fighting far away from Sokol's shooters, and at the same time they were also fighting against a really weak army. I believe they were vagabonds, yeah. So it went pretty well. He used these troops in an area where they wouldn't die so quickly and they would do some damage still. And then he used them when most of the heavy units were already dead on the battlefield because of the bowmen. So pretty impressive, I'd say. Dick Subkan, long time, my friend. Nice to see you after all this time. You still waiting for the meta to change? Because in this beta we had some town hall and stuff. So I'm not sure if you like Barbarians, but the inclusion of town hall is probably the reason I finally started playing somewhat well, and we definitely have to balance those barbs. It starts looking like that at least, but still it's a pretty fun addition, I'd say. That is true, but on the other hand, that's my own fault and not me getting older. But it does sound funny. Uh, okay, I forgot what happens now, and what happens now is the picking. So we're starting by banning double roads. So I think somebody will not like this. And Wavonia. Wow, my face is so big. Okay, now Sokol is orange. I forgot to turn on the resting integration. Silver Haven. It's impossible. Somebody banning Silver Haven against Regis. That doesn't happen a lot, right? And yes, that was sarcasm. And Mirage. Alright. Oh, we've got plenty of viewers already, 12. That's cool. 7 from Twitch and 5 from YouTube. And to those who might be interested, because obviously the pace of the Knights and Merchants games is somewhat slow, be sure to check out Vovets's stream, which is ongoing right now. Let's check it out quickly.
Whatever. I don't like his ratio. I mean, 40 Xbox is too much.
Okay, we'll silence him off in case he wants to sue me for the stealing his stream. But be sure to check this out. There's 5 minutes till peacetime, and turns out. Okay, this is David. I don't even have to see. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't even have to see the name. And this looks like a pretty good game if he has some town hall. But yeah, be sure to check him out because they're gonna fight pretty soon, and obviously you can stay with us if you prefer to look at an empty lobby and then at the first 20 minutes of the game where literally nothing happens. So I'll put a link in the description. They played versus B and Skelly, right? Let me double check on that before I send the link. Where is this? Okay, while we wait, we can take a look at this RandTour spreadsheet. And the other game is this one, No Skill No Fun. This is, yep, Skelly and B. So let me let's go back here because we're still waiting. So, oh, I actually wanted to use this. So, the current stage, or maybe here, yeah, the current stage of the tournament, we can see it here. The short versions of the team names are a bit cryptic, but I remember the top standings mostly, I think. There were 2 games of the second round already played, and 1 game so far in the third round. That was Ritter and Grossmeister versus Klisic and Classic and Teddy. Apart from that, this is the second game that's going on, and the third game will be shown on my stream. After the games that took place until now, we had 5 teams in the lead here. After 3 games, these 2 teams are after 3 games, which leaves us with W33 and Mitrelas. FD, which one was that? For Deutschland, Bozo and Don't Talk, of course. And the one we will see right now, Lutek's gang, which is Sokol and Miki. And they were the lucky ones because they will play against a theoretically weaker team, at least looking at the wins to losses ratio, Decan. And don't ask me to decipher the other short names because I will fail with many of them. Anyway, looks like they finally chose the next maps to ban, so they banned E-Day and Frozen Fjords. Yeah, I didn't miss anything, right? Because it takes such a long time. I'm unsure of myself. So let's check it again. No, he didn't mean the map, he meant Klisic here. Yeah, nothing else. Oh, okay. Nomad and Burning Skies. This one. There's a lot of maps that people will just ban, like always. Like for example, I don't think we'll ever see a game on Burning Skies or the Nomad. Actually, yeah, Nomad 2. Wow, they're taking a long time with this. I got a feeling that for every stage of banning, General and Regis will take like 5 minutes. That's how it looks so far. So let's go back to the stage of the tournament we're at. Yep. So. So most of you might already know there are 5 rounds in the tournament. Can I switch to English here? Yep, seems to work. Okay. For like 1 second. Come on. Let's try this. How does an English flag look like, right? It's not here. Ah, that's very funny. Anyway. So yeah, as I was saying, there are 5 rounds here in this tournament, and after these 5 rounds, we get the results table here. We take 8 first teams, and they advance to the second stage, which will be a traditional tournament style stage, right? So at the moment, I'm pretty sure that everyone believes Motherland, which is retail and gross, will advance. They had 3 wins, and with every single next game they show that they are better and better. They literally don't. I don't really think they. I mean, they're most likely to win the tournament, given the past tournaments which they won, and given how. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, let me do one little tweak to my camera setup. Can I do this? Oh yeah, this is great. And that's absolutely nothing. Alright. Anyway, while I'm talking about literally nothing, they banned 2 more maps. What the hell is C4P? Chaotica, I guess. And Riverlands. Which leaves us with 5 maps, so most likely, oh come on, most likely they will now pick those 2 very quickly, and this will leave us with another 10 hours waiting for John and Regis to pick the map that they will actually play. But looking at the list, we have Dunes of Death, somewhat tricky, but pretty fun to see. Lifkin, I didn't play or watch a Lifkin game in a long time. Petra, it's quite easy-ish. I mean, on this list it's easy because it stays next to, I don't know, Dunes, Klisic and Arctic. Arctic Warfare, and this typo is actually in the map's name, and it's not my fault. I just screenshotted the map's name before anyone tries to blame me for that. It's, from what I remember, because it's extremely rarely played in normal lobbies, but I remember it was one of those maps where you don't have a lot of farming space, and it was quite tricky. That's all I remember. Would be fun to see it, actually. I like winter maps. And Klisic in the desert. The addition, the latest addition to the map pool from Classic or Klisic. It's an interesting one, as most of you probably know by now. It's basically the only map played in Russian lobbies these days, which is good and bad at the same time, because it's a great map, yet you know, it's great to play other maps sometimes as well. But of course, to each their own. It's one of those maps which is really fun to build on, really annoying to build on, and really annoying and fun to play at the same time too. Yeah, I can see why a lot of people like building there. It's every single time you play it, it's a different story. But anyway, I think that actually I don't know what they could choose here. Looking at these teams, Mickey and Sokol should theoretically be worse than General and Regis. I mean, General and Mickey are probably mostly at similar level if they both play their best. Regis is probably better than Sokol, both fighting and building wise, and that's the advantage. So the biggest pressure will be put on Regis here, I guess. But on the other hand, and this is an important factor here, Mickey. Hold on for a second. Arctic Warfare and Dunes. This is interesting. Alright, so what they will do now. And I was saying that the one little really interesting fact about this game is that Mickey and Regis used to play a couple of tournaments in a row, I think. At least the last two, I think. So there's a high chance Mickey will know something about the way Regis picks the maps or stuff like this, or what he prefers, what he doesn't, and vice versa, of course. And that knowledge might be important for whichever team is supposed to win this game. So this is a really interesting one. So yeah, I guess we'll wait for a long time right now. Yeah, Sokol believes we will see Petra. I'm thinking about Klisic too. I mean, I would be. I mean, I don't know enough about Livkin War, so I can't really say what they will choose. But this is an interesting list of maps to be picked for them. But yeah, I also thought that that Petra is somewhat most standard. I know what kind of maps Regis likes mostly, so this is what I would say is quite likely. But I can't say about Livkin. Other top game at 18. I don't remember who you were supposed to play against, but I remember it was supposed to be something. Ooh, this one! Oh crap! Why tomorrow? There's like no way I can do this. Like this is literally the only day I can't. I can't watch. I can't do this. I can't stream. Sorry. But I don't know, guys. Any other day? I was really hoping to show that one. I gotta say, by the way, that I didn't really show a lot of games in the second round because maybe it will be brutal honesty, but I didn't see any interesting games out there. Most of the games were usually like you see the pair and you immediately say this one's probably gonna win. And that's what mostly happened, I think. I would have to verify, but oh, well, that's bad. I guess. Oh crap. Well, okay then. That's a bummer. I hope you will play again in one of the final games or something, so I can comment on that one. If you guys did this at like 16, 17, I could give it a shot. It would be really tight, but I could do this maybe. But I don't think it's worth to try, and you probably can't. Like tomorrow is really bad for me. Sorry. And while we were talking, fuck's sake, we've got Petra in the lobby, so let's switch back to this. Skelly won, that's interesting. I'm. How did the game look like? In short, I guess it was short. That's for sure because. Yeah, I kind of expected Regis to. Because you guys might not be from Poland, all of you here. Oh, and there we go. Vovec also made it on time because these guys took like half an hour in lobby. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Thunder team attacked and lost. Must be the first documented case of David attacking. Okay, I'm just joking. Let's see if Vovec wants to do this one with us here. Uh, okay. Okay. So looks like the teams really want us to wait for a very long time. Oh, finally. One player ready. That's great. And another one. Okay, maybe we can finally start this. Oh. Anyway, I was supposed to comment on what was said in Polish here because I forgot not all of you guys understand English. But let's wait for the start first. There we go. Finally, and thanks to Vovec for the raid, by the way. So we're having a tournament game here, as everyone knows by now. Regis and General Star versus Soku and Mickey. A game that looks really interesting, in part because Regis and Mickey are long time teammates for the past tournaments, and also because both teams are quite skillful. Mickey and Soku are actually the black horse of this tournament because I don't think anybody was sure that they will do that good, and it's not because of Mickey, I guess. I think nobody gave Soku enough credit, and so far he plays quite well. While of course Mickey is well, I think actually it's how I felt. I didn't give too much credit to Soku, but I knew that Mickey can be very dangerous. But from what I heard from other players, Actually, Mickey was not regarded as a great player either because he had a huge break, I think 1 year break from playing KaM. But I remembered how he always had breaks, went back after them and smashed it. So I kind of expected this. Long time had it. So this is pretty nice to see a black horse. As it's always nice to see black horses in the tournaments, right? And on the other hand, we've got General, Star, and Regis. So Regis is obviously most known for the fact that he doesn't believe in having enough swords on peacetime. And it's a bit of a meme on our Discord, always. But obviously, I mean, I believe he's right, because what matters is what you have a little after the peacetime usually. Maybe in tournaments it differs, but in normal games it's definitely not that much of a crime to postpone your swords production. And but yeah, he's a pretty good player. He's definitely better than Soku on paper, so it will be most interesting thing to see before peacetime will be if Soku can keep up with whatever Regis shows today. If Soku can't keep up, then it will be extremely hard for the right side, I guess. And General Star, I saw the first game against Mexicanti and Equa, or class, and I think he did good there. And I heard in the second game it was a bit worse, but I didn't watch that one, I think. And he's well regarded as one of the best spammers out there. Although he also had a bigger break, maybe smaller than Mickey, but in general he will usually have more than Regis, I guess, but it's not a great difference. It's like a difference between good and very good player, you know. I think this is a pretty interesting team up between these two players, and might be a good match. So far they have 1 win and 1 loss. I forgot who they won against, so let me check back. They played against okay, so they lost against Klisic and Terry, and they won against Pizanoga. So that was the interesting one, yeah. And oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. I said they played the first game against Mexi and Equa. Of course, that's not true. That's what happened for the right side team. So my apologies. The first game was against the other legends, Desti and Rakieta. And an interesting game is going to happen this week between those two teams, actually. So Desti and Rakieta versus Mexicanti and Class. It might be almost like the old game which took 3 hours, and I think it was the most legendary game of all tournaments. Mexi and Mex T and Mix B versus Desta and Rakieta. I don't think I will have the courage to stream it. I will hope that Vovets will do that one, because I did my 3 hours stream in my life once. I don't want to repeat it. Anyway. Okay. Centurion. Is this the Centurion? Nice to see you, friend. Long time. Still streaming some games. Maybe not KaM, but I remember you streamed, I think some RPGs, if I remember correctly. And I don't know. I don't remember if Soku was from your times. He might have been a bit newer Polish player. But my memory is not so great, so I cannot tell. Okay, I was supposed to translate what was happening here. So Regis, Soko was surprised that Regis didn't want to play Klisic, and Regis said that he wasn't the one to ban Klisic, and they just picked every player each one map. So I guess it means that General didn't like Lifkin War, because we had Petra, Lifkin War, and Klisic as the last 3 maps, which is interesting because actually I also expected Regis to not like Klisic, but actually, yeah, that makes more sense. I expected him to not dislike Lifkin even more, but yeah, no. Soko played with coaches, but they are 2 different people. Yeah, indeed, Mitrelas. Like, we could see Digzubkan here, we can see Centurion now. These are the really old names here. And to those old players, you might be interested that we're playing on a beta version with Town Hall, where you can train troops with gold. This is something new for you for sure. But mostly, yeah, the Polish and Russian communities are most active at the moment. So nothing changed, right? I mean, except from the Dutch ones, because the Dutch were also the third big group, and now there's not a lot of Dutch people playing, I guess. When I would take a look at the list in the tournament, I could see 1 Dutch team, Max and Klaas, of course Umitrelas. Who else do we have here? And maybe let me show a base while we're at that. I hope I don't miss anybody, but looking at the list, it's really hard to find somebody outside of Russia or well, there's also Belarus, I guess. We have a couple of Hungarian and Polish players on the list. I know there are 3 teams with Polish players. 2 of them we see here, actually. The third one is Bots and Don't Talk. Oh wait, there's also B. Napek Viet. Okay, scratch that. Sorry guys. Napek and Viet are doing so great in this tournament that I almost forced myself to not think about them being in this tournament, just to forget about these games I saw and streamed from them. But yeah, LT. I don't know if LT AFK. We could see Harry coming back in the last couple of days. Black Pearl and Abjab are active in the lobbies all the time, just not playing the tournament. And I wanted to play, but I didn't find a teammate because people are afraid of playing with Sado. I have no idea why. Everyone just wants to win these days. I don't understand this. But yeah, that's probably better for me because I have time for streaming and I don't have to put time into the tournament games as well if I don't want to do it. But yeah, Beer is mostly AFK. Like the only active member of Beer apart from you would be Zaitslenka, and his internet problems don't let him play. So yeah, exactly. that is true. KaM Remake or Maxi, if I remember correctly. Unless that was Equa's alt account, I am not quite sure at the moment anymore. Okay, that sounds like Maxi because Equa would use the direct approach usually. But I like that version better. Ah, yeah, okay, so Harry was able to play if it started later. That's too bad. Yeah, I mean, if that's something for me, I don't do small bases anymore. I do with bases with town halls and trades these days. But yeah, uh, the part of the reason I really wanted to play this tour was that I wanted to show off the tactics, because apart from W33 nobody really uses strange and weird town hall tactics these days, and if I can do this so well, it means an actual good player would do really good, and yeah, that's something I'm lacking this tournament so far, apart from W33. And maybe Ritter to some extent, because when Ritter has a crap luck, he will try some Town Hall tactics. Mr. Fu was back? Interesting, maybe it was fake, because if it happened only once... Exactly. Well, I mean, with 20 viewers, this year, for this year it's a quite nice number, I guess, but the game is also pretty interesting. And I promise to put my mind on the game in like 10 to 30 minutes, but you guys are chatting too much, so I just prefer to focus on that for now. Ah, sorry, yeah, David actually started doing town hall builds recently, and they are pretty cool. You could see that on Vovet's stream, I guess. He usually makes like 10 horses, around 50 iron overall, and I don't remember how much gold. It probably depends mostly on the location. But yeah, his builds are... I don't know how he compares to W33. It would be fun to check it out in a game, I guess. Ah, yeah, I mean, yeah, he was in, I remember Fu was on one of the chats. He actually, I think he actually wrote something in the chat. But yeah, and for those that didn't hear, yesterday we had a new beta release, and it's available for download on the official KaM Remake Discord, but I guess I can paste it here as well. In case somebody trusts me enough and is too lazy to fire up the Discord. The tournament is still being played on the older beta version, just to not risk having any game stopping bugs or whatever. But I played 1 or 2 games already yesterday, and so far so good. Alright, no more chatting from me. You guys are on your own. Let's take a look at the game. So, while I wasn't looking, what the hell happened here? Let me use some beta features to help get me up to start here. Mickey had some wood problems, it seems, or a challenging location. How is the gold? Gold is pretty bad. Gel is quite fast, the others are so-so. This is good. Okay. Perhaps a tactic. A gold-related tactic coming up here from General. I don't know. Okay, I know enough. Thank you. Let's switch back. So let's check this base first. Ah, he was just fast because it was close. Okay. Yeah, the other locations have gold a little further away. General Star is really lucky to have this. If I built in such a spot, I would go total town hall style. This is also great for the town hall and iron build here, because the iron's pretty close. And yes, this is a virus. But yeah, it's a good practice to not open with links from people, especially in lobbies. So don't do this, guys. I need this overlay, not this one. Oh, should have changed to English. Sorry, guys. I wanted to see the buildings. Okay. This is a pretty fun statistic to see, because it immediately shows you the kind of tactics all players are going for, and how good or bad they are with whatever they're doing. So we can see that everything is mostly the same at the moment. There are very little differences, although General seems to be the fastest overall, I'd say, from what I saw in his base and from these stats, I guess. Regis has 2 gold smelters, but they were somewhat late. But this is still fine, of course. That's what you do when you have it far away. And Sokol just made the second one. And I'm expecting Mickey to do the same, but let's check his wood production. It's weird, because it looks fine, but it looked like he had worse production than the others. Let me compare that. I think it's kind of fine. I don't see a problem, at least. Wait, what? Come on, don't give me a heart attack. No, that won't happen. That ain't gonna happen. Come on. It's. I mean, don't give me hopes, but this does look like he's going for a town hall. He makes the third gold mine. I'm touched. Yep, this might be it, but let's wait before we see what happens. I don't think I've ever seen Regis playing Town Hall build. That would be a massive surprise. This bodes well for the game. Might be really interesting to see this. Yep. I think it's Mexi replacing him. I'm pretty sure of it. Yep. I mean, I would say obviously General has way better spot, but I mean, still it's kind of weird. He has a lot of farms. He's going for a obviously normal base. You can see here. Yeah, it's still going for town hall. Maybe I guess it's gonna be, if it's, yeah, it's probably gonna be town hall, but probably some like support style town hall, like Bozo does. Either that, or he will just make spam with a lot of leather units. But that also seems unlikely for Regis. I don't know. Okay. He definitely managed to electrify the chat and myself here. Okay, we'll be observing that space. But let's take a look maybe at Sokol. What happens here? But yeah, looking at... I mean, one thing that seems quite obvious from the stats here is that Regis is quite late with his iron mines. I'm not saying this is a mistake. He had to focus on other areas of the base. he did the extra gold mine, which might pay off in the future, but he is worse than the others. Others have two iron mines since quite a while, so this might backfire later. Sokol, I mean, maybe comparing to Regis it's not so obvious. This location kind of forces him to build a slightly bigger base than I would like to build usually, for example. I'm not sure I understand why he went like this. He could have just made a road like here for now. Would be pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the right side somehow is a little faster with the iron production, maybe. Except for, I mean, okay, this is a bit of a difference in the approach, I guess, because General has all the, oh yeah, this is good, has all the mines, and now he starts expanding while he was slightly focusing on other areas of the base in the meantime. Ha! That is noteworthy indeed. I mean, before the game, B and Skelly were deemed superior team, I guess, compared to Thunder and David. Not by far, but yeah. Okay, I'm a bit lost. I'm a little bit lost here. So hold on for a second. See the bottom block players slightly better with farms, I guess. Really interested in what is the plan for the edges. So far it doesn't seem like he's going for town hall. Okay, give me 1 minute for the break. Be right back. back. Let's take a little look at the stats. Just as base seems to be the fastest. Yeah, almost perfect citizen graph. Regis had a little problem making new buildings for a while, so perhaps he had yeah, I mean, this wood was somewhat weak, but somehow Sokol with a similar amount of wood did not have that problem. See? I mean, okay, he was building a bit slower before. No, sorry, he had more buildings. He built more here. Maybe he wasted more time for the wood first. This is interesting. Hard to say, but you see this moment before 20th minute. He wasn't cutting. Okay, but this is not related. It's more like here. Yeah. He used up all the wood until this moment. Waited a while. Yeah. So this might confirm what I think, that he had more woodcutters at start. And oh wait. Okay. I don't think I'm making any sense, because this that was. I don't know. Okay, whatever, sorry. Let's keep looking. And you can see Mickey has pretty good wood stats, and now Sokol joined him after a while. Yeah, we've got the bottom players with a little better iron, but somehow Sokol is better than Regis here as well. And I'm beginning to see a pattern. Okay, this is a bit worse for Sokol. He started off great though, but he managed to keep up after a short period of some issues. This is a bit of a surprise for me, because so far it looks like the right side might be better. Unless Regis fires up that mythical town hall that we're not expecting from him at all, but given the number of his buildings, he might actually have in a while. It got me excited for a while. Oh, wait a second, it is here indeed. Okay. Needed a double take for that. So yep, we've got it officially. A town hall from Regis with one piece of gold, and seems like he forgot to set it up. But still, maybe it's just a scouting town hall. But given the amount of gold smelters, it's possible he will at least try to do something. But oh wait, there's already 50 here, so this is an amount that might matter. Bozo style town hall, that's what I call this. I need to look through all the buildings here. To be honest, it kind of looks like everybody is playing exactly the same thing, except for Regis with his town hall doing which gives us something a bit different in this game, I guess. Also, just as we expected, the bottom players are a bit better than the top ones, but I got a feeling the locations are probably a bit better. I don't know. Mickey's location kinda seems like he has everything far away, and General has a ridiculously good location. At least the gold is much better than anyone else here. Sokol, he kept it small, He could keep it smaller, but it's not the worst take on this luck. This is a bit weird area though, and I complained about this road before already, so yeah, I don't know, it seems to be working, that's the most important thing. And Regis, this looks quite compact as far as this luck allows, and we've got the surprising addition of a town hall. And I'm really hoping he figures out that he has to open it, or maybe it's just his tactical decision because he wants to start producing recruits with a start. I don't know what's the plan here. Evening, Mr. Thunder. Let's take a look at Mickey now. Okay, we already start looking here. It's a bit early, but yeah, so far this means literally nothing. Like, can't say what will happen here. From the stats we took a look a while before. Let's take a quick look again. It looked like the right side. Oh, wait a second. General is the best here. Yeah, I mean, I think the right side might still be better, or at least pretty similar, because yeah, at least on the con chart, Mickey and General Star are going head to head. Same here, but this is quite early, of course. And this is interesting for the left side, that Regis is going for Town Hall. Out of all players, Regis. Quite unexpected. Oh, he finally unlocked it. Yay! Hey. So yeah, this is the most exciting thing to happen in this game so far, but it doesn't mean the game is not exciting. We also had a really interesting fight on the fight map before the actual game, and Mickey's build seems quite alright. I'd say that this is a pretty good spot in such a storehouse location, in such a situation to put farms to. It kind of makes sense. So the base is somewhat on the left, the center of the base. The only issue with that setup is that your gold production might not get enough love from the serfs. Do we have that problem here? Somewhat, yep. This is a bit worrying. Mickey has gold production on the level of Sokol, and I did not expect it to be like that. So we might see a recruit problem, and but he has 80 serfs. I think it's still salvageable. Yep, I already complained about this, and these are the consequences. I kind of have a feeling like his stat was quite solid, and now he kind of loses his ground. Feels like got a lot of iron here. I wonder if this is going to show on the army stats at peacetime. Anyway, to look at General Star. Yeah, the base layout is quite cool. He kinda has two centers of the base here and there. I don't remember the forest setup. Of course, it would look better if you put the farms in place of these buildings here, but on the other hand, it would not be optimal for the start of the building of building this base, because you have to somehow reach the iron and coal here, so you have to build something along the way. I'm pretty sure that's what he did here. So this is actually the way it should be built, I guess. That's a lot of farms. Let's check stats now. Do you guys want to see anything in particular? I didn't quite figure it out yet, how exactly this stat works, but I suppose that it measures how much somebody has at the moment. Yep. I don't know what they showed, sorry, I wasn't looking. But yeah, how is it possible that they have that much? Okay, because they were both gathering this install house, yeah. Regis simply has enough buildings to store a lot of coal inside. Does he try to trade? He will. Nice. I like it. See, I'm a bit of an experienced Town Hall strat player, and I think that what Regis is trying to attempt here will be very tricky to pull off. I've seen Botso play a good game with this exact strat a couple of times. You know what, maybe not that often. So it's not impossible, but it depends on the way the stars look at the sky during the night. So not every game can be fine with this tactic when you use Town Hall as a support building. That being said, Regis has a pretty nice amount of gold already, but keep in mind that he has to make recruits right now, so having 3 gold smelters only, it's not going to be more than 100 gold on peacetime at this rate. What he needs, if he wants to trade for the gold ore, what he would need is at least 1, maybe 2 gold smelters. Yeah, that's nice, but you have to take into account he might not have the same army as he would usually have. I still think it will pay off for him, but I'm a bit skeptical because there's still 7 minutes left, and he could probably use a bigger amount of, I don't know, leather, for example. I think he'll have about 30 leather, just a couple horses, no swords at the moment, so in case you guys didn't believe me what I said at the start of the game, well, yeah, I mean, 3 gold smelters are enough for recruits, but what I meant is that the town hall will not get much more gold than what we already see here until the peacetime, because it will go for the recruits, right? Yeah. You can see the time on the top left. It's a new feature of the beta. You can edit the settings file and turn that clock on. This is a feature mostly useful for streamers, I guess. But yeah, like this is one thing that in my early days of streaming people requested the most. Please show the game time. Please show the game time. So at some point, I think I might have been the one to suggest this to be added to the remake because it was it felt really useful to have this, right? Anyway, I think, given that there's almost 5 minutes left, a little above the 5 minutes left, yeah, I think you guys might be interested to see this statistic. So yeah, what's interesting me the most for me, what's most interesting for me is to compare Sokol and Regis, and so far I think Regis's addition of Town Hall, on one hand, yeah, this is pretty much identical except for two things, this and this. This is interesting. So yeah, if he can catch up with his amount of bows, and can he? Then I would say it paid off. I mean, he's not trading yet, and this is a wise choice. He needs to wait until he has the bows. He has a lot of coal mines, I guess, which should be fine. Hold on for a second. Did somebody use builders on the field against you, Thunder? That would be bold. But anyway, let's focus because there's only 4 minutes left. So yeah, as I was saying, maybe let's check this, because this will tell us if Regis has a chance to... No, he doesn't. Yeah, so he'll have like at most 20 bows on peacetime. So this is bad, but he will have at least 10 barbarians, and this is nice. Would I make that kind of trade? 20 bows for 10 barbarians? I don't know. Hold on, he doesn't have... Yeah. Yeah, so looking at General Star and Mickey. Okay, this is tricky. I need to do a lot of counting. This is slightly better, this is similar. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, General has slightly better iron. Yeah, there is a slight advantage for General Star here. Quick look at the stats. Oh, not so slight. Let's take a look here. And here, yeah, this is a great iron production. I need to check if this is accidental or this and this. Let me see what they point at. Oh crap, that explains a lot. Thank you guys. So this building is not producing. This is a huge huge mistake from Mickey. Yeah, that's a shame. Not sure if this was... No, it couldn't have been intended, come on. Or maybe... Nah, come on. Like, no way. Anyway, there's like 1 minute left. So, looking at the armies right now, I would put more faith in the left side team, but it's not a huge difference. You might also want to notice that... yeah, never mind. Sokol and Regis are mostly the same, with exception of... Oh, Regis has actually 30 bows, so it's not too bad. Yeah, Regis is better. Or maybe not, because he has less horses. And General Star is slightly better with the iron here than Mickey, but this is a really small difference. Slightly, maybe slightly better leather as well, but I didn't have enough time to look at Mickey's amount of wooden weapons, so I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it looks like a pretty even game, mostly pointing to the left, but it's not a huge difference. I would say this is going to be a really interesting game, unless they will camp, which might happen. Might definitely happen, yeah. Okay. But the biggest news of this game is that Regis can play Town Hall. That's nice to see, I guess. And I think he executed this well. This army was... I mean, it's like he traded 10 bows for the, like, 10 barbs. This is a really good trade. So this was definitely worth it. And over time, it will work better for him than Sokol's base. Yeah. Yep, you could see the bottom players had a huge spam of leather. Actually, I think the meta was... I mean, you can... You could, in the last couple of days, you could finally see the shift on beta with the army cap. I mean, in the old version, it was possible to do in normal game, in normal situation, to do something like, I don't know, for depending on the amount of, depending on the combination of troops you want to achieve, you could get like, for example, I don't know, 30 swordmen, sorry, 30, 30, 50, 10, or go for something equivalent in iron only strats, stuff like this. And now I can see that the best players would aim for the 60 instead of 50 bows, for example, or for a little more horses than in the old version. I think we can see a little shift in the spam values. So you can see Mickey and General Star had quite nice spam here, and indeed this map is kinda easy. The top blocks were slightly more challenging somehow, but overall, yeah, and definitely General Star had best luck when it comes to his location, at least when it comes when it comes to gold, because he had it quite close. I didn't pay that much attention to take a look at the forests. Oh, no! It 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 kind of becomes some kind of meta for the town hall builds, but the mills are like never used. It's like you use a mill only on a couple of maps where you have very low food, but in general everyone just makes the pig farms because they give you both the best kind of food and the army. So it's a win-win situation for both the food and the army amount, right? You never go for a meal unless the map is like really challenging. This is the first mistake you have to overcome if you want to become a good player. You should start playing pig farms or swine farms only, and just focus on that. This is a new beta which was released yesterday, and we're making good progress on trying to release it as a final version. So yeah, it's new, but it's not released officially yet. But I have some good news here because well, what I can say, I guess, is that Ray has finally found some time to to work on the remake after a long time of unrelated problems. Those who know, and let's leave it like that here. This is the biggest positive thing of the last couple of weeks, I guess. Along with the help of a couple other people, he managed to fix tons of bugs that we had on our list. We had 108 bugs that we had listed. We went down to 28 in 1 month. Yeah. Bugs related, bugs as small as there's a problem with a map called something to bugs like marketplace can crash the game. So we had the heavy bug fixing phase, and there was a lot of work done mostly by Ray in the last month, and this starts looking pretty nice. I think we're again going towards the release, but we're going really forward here. I said that a lot of times, as you guys know, so let's wait and see what happens. And speaking of seeing what happens, maybe let's try to focus on what happens in the battlefield. We have some scouting here. Well, the left side has a bit better. I mean, okay, it's negligible. It's like, this is interesting. So far, the scouting is not that great for either team. Yeah, Iron only and Iron plus Town Hall uses mills, because like if you don't make pig farms, it can be beneficial if you take a rushy strategy. So like Iron or Iron plus Town Hall. It makes your base less complicated, so you can make more iron than when making leather at the same time. I guess it's logical. Yeah, George, would be lovely to see some Czechs back in the game. We only have Big Bang Cannabis playing these days, and you probably don't even know him. Oh, Czech boss, of course. One of the oldest Czech players here, right? I'm not judging his age, I don't even know it. I obviously mean that you remember that guy for sure. I miss the days when we had a huge, or at least big, crew from Czech Republic, and we used to sit on TeamSpeak with the likes of Bloodmaster, Lexus and Hargon brothers. Sorry, not brothers. I forgot the English word for this. Like, yeah, but they were related. And yeah, actually, I kinda started learning a little Czech because I tend to go to some parties to Czechia. I almost don't know anything, but I usually pick some of the most important words before I go there. And it's easy to just speak Polish in a Czech shop if you want to buy something, so it's enough to get by, I guess. And in the meantime, while I'm sending love letters to Czech Republic, we can see not a lot happened except for General losing a couple horses. Okay. we see anything weird happening. Legis doesn't seem to have a lot of food. That's weird compared to the others, but we'll see in a while if this actually means anything. Oh, Regis fired up his trade, it seems like, so we'll check it out in case nothing else happens here. Oh, this one. Yeah, I mean, when he's making leather, it definitely makes sense to try this trade. It comes kind of for free with the pig farms strategy, right? Działka. No. Działka. This is hard to translate from Polish to English, if that's what you meant. It can mean a path, or it can mean something like a garden in the middle of a city, where you go to plant some vegetables for yourself, in case you don't care that doing them that planting vegetables in the city and then trying to eat them is probably not good for your health due to the bad air quality. But I said yes, that's a great explanation. No, I said I'm visiting Czechia for parties, like festivals. For example, Ostrava has this cool festival, Beats for Love. If somebody likes electronic music of any kind, this is really cool, and it's really cheap. It's quite near. It's basically on the Polish border, so it's good from our point of view to go there. It's definitely way cheaper than the Polish equivalent festivals. Like cheaper and with better lineups. So yeah, but depends on what kind of music you like. I think there was also a regular festival, the Colors of Ostrava, something like this. Actually, on the same at the same place as Beats for Love. Yeah, but enough distractions, because I can talk about music for hours, and this is not the place to do that. Let's. I mean, even if nothing happens in the game so far, kind of predicted the camping period, but this is interesting. What are they trying to achieve here? I mean, this is a really weird position from Regis. Are they trying to lure them into trying to attack General? I'm not sure this will work. I'm not sure they will attempt this. General has a lot of shooters. Oh yeah, they will. Yeah, I kind of imagine that this will be the plan, to lure them in and then try to attack them when Regis comes back. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm into German base, so Beats for Love is great for me. Czechia is great for me overall. I also sometimes go to smaller parties. I went to Brno and Olomouc as well. And of course I was twice at RandTour' near Prague. Yeah, I think I still saw like when I visited a couple of times Germany, like near the Polish border. I had a lot of Polish. In Czech Republic, not as much, but I guess it happened. Like on festivals for sure. But it's still like, oh, hold on, because this looks a bit better from the left side. I can believe this can become an attack soon. It's not the worst position. What they should do here is, yeah, this is not the worst idea. Try to widen the front here. Probably better than going back, because this mountain is like in a tough spot. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting position from Mickey. I'm not sure if he can pull it off. I'm guessing he wants to. He counts on being somewhere near the mountain to be able to catch General well, and now he catches him not so well, I guess. Ah, but he has the pikes. Okay, that might work. I don't understand Sokol's movements. He seems to be quite surrounded. Or maybe Regis just has a lot and that's it. I think General might lose to Mickey. Mickey has a really good position and General's troops are not fighting at all. Mickey is also trying to go around. This will be very interesting, so let's widen this. Oh, and Sokol is also trying to go around, but Sokol is almost out of troops here. General is trying to attack here. This will be devastating if goes through, but doesn't for now. And Sokol managed to go with his horses here, but he will not do anything because he can't walk here. And Regis already broke through, so this looks very bad for the Sokol and for General Star at the same time. A lot of stuff happens at the same time here. I don't even know where to put my eyes on. Regis is okay, but Mickey will catch this. He will give some time to Sokol. This is nice for them. And at the same time, Mickey's advance on General Star fails because... Oh, does it fail? It should fail, but it doesn't. There's still a lot of troops fighting here, so... Yep. If he can... I mean, yeah, it somewhat worked, but it's really tough. Yeah, Mickey will lose this with no real impact, and it looks like the left side is much stronger. And this was really foolish from Sokol to try right now. Should have saved this until a bit later, really. At least wait for the troops here, or whatever. Like, what they needed was exactly these 3 horses here right now. Like, catch this with some crap army, and this maybe, and try to kill some bows. Now they have to heavily defend. Can they do anything more? Nah. But you could see that Regis's troops went through Sokol like through butter, and Mickey was also pretty good against General, but not as fast as Regis against Sokol. So these 2 players definitely were a bit better in the fight. I wouldn't hold this against Mickey. It's not that... I mean, it's like Sokol just had less than General Star, I think, and that's... I think that's what mattered here. Because once Sokol was killed, General still had a lot, so it's like... I don't know, somehow it looks to me like it would pay off more to kill Regis than try to kill General Star. I don't know if it makes any sense, what I'm saying. I'm not sure if I even believe what I'm saying right now. Yeah, I think that's too, Maxi. I have no experience in that matter. It might be true, but I can't. I did not do any scientific exercises that could confirm or deny your hypothesis. But I'm pretty sure, speaking of scientific exercises, I think Regis and General might want to try to do an exercise on Sokol and Mickey, but the moment is starting to pass. They already have some melee. Yeah, I think it will take probably like 1 or 2 more fights before we can see who will really win. This one was too close. It looked like General had a lot of troops left with Regis, but now it's not so sure anymore. I think in normal circumstances I would say that Mickey has some militia here which will be like not important at all, but I'm pretty confident Mickey will use them in a way that makes it pay off. Like, I mean, in a worthy way. It's not easy, but I think he can do it. Sokol and Regis somehow They seem to have mostly similar amount of melee. No, slightly better for Regis. Same with bows. It's going to be tricky. It does look like a longer game right now. I just hope they don't attack right now. I don't think the right side should try attacking. They can try shooting though. Yeah, this is good because General starts standing here. I had a feeling that it might be tricky to go back for Regis with his bows, but he managed somehow. Yeah, now you can see they kinda have mod, but they don't want to attack. What they can do, yeah, I mean, what Regis is doing, it makes some sense. If I were, I mean, I understand why he doesn't try, for example, to send a group around. I would probably leave the good units here and send the X-Men. Do we have any weird actions going on around? Nope. I didn't miss any bases getting wrecked by militias in a sneaky way. So I guess I'm doing just fine as a streamer today, hopefully. I am a little sleepy though. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to sleep in the next couple of minutes yet. I really hope it doesn't turn into a 3-hour game. Not sure if I could withstand that. Well, General and Regis definitely are trying for the game to be finished soon. Right now, it looks like they made some reinforcements and now have definitely more than the enemy. Let's see if. Oh yeah, Regis is attacking Sokol again. But he has his bows a bit far away, so this will probably not be good for him. General has a bit better position on Mickey, who made a mistake of bringing his shooters to a melee fight. But Regis looks so far good, quite good. He still has enough melee. Yeah, I can't see Sokol winning this. Unless Mickey somehow breaks through, but this is kinda GG. Yeah, that just has a lot of melee left. I can't see how Sokol can turn this around. Mickey is free now. Okay, that might work. I don't believe it still, but it might help. If he managed to attack, but yeah, General still has some reinforcements. This doesn't look good. It's GG. Still keep shooting, I mean some of them. Oh. They keep trying, I mean it's really close. There's not a lot of melee left. It's a real shame. It was really close. For a moment it was really close. Yeah. If this tower only had a recruit. Yeah, but I'm guessing that this is the result that most probably expected. There was not a huge difference on paper between these two teams, but there was one, and I think General and Regis were destined to win this. I mean, predicted to be winning here by most players. I mean, it's still not over. It's, yeah, I mean, okay, it is over, but it's still so close. They could pull it off if they were a bit more lucky, I guess. They have some nice choke points they could use. They're kinda trying, but... Come on, did you see this? It took ages for him to go through. Yeah, I guess this is the confirmation that the game is over. Sokol can't save Mickey now. Yeah, but what I was saying is that even if most probably expected Regis in general to have a little bigger chance than Sokol and Mickey, Mickey and Sokol played a great game. That was pretty cool. I got a feeling that Regis and Sokol played almost the same level of bases, but Regis made the decision to add an extra building, and that was this building. And this made a difference in the game. Anyway, this is it. It was an interesting one. We had two big fights and quite good armies. It will be interesting to see what happens next. Yeah. So we are looking at the standings for a second. This was the game between LG and DEC. So LG will get one more win, and sorry, DEC will get one more win. So they will be even with 2 wins and 1 loss each. So yeah, interesting outcome and really nice fighting today. Nice to see that. This is what I wanted to see, yeah. But the stats show that we had 3 players on a somewhat similar level, and we had Sokol. So yeah, it's kinda what I predicted for them in this tournament, that Sokol will be a bigger problem when it comes to spam. But still, I kinda expected this to be an issue in the first game, not in the third game against one of the better teams in the tournament. So yeah, I think both these teams will probably have a place in the second stage of the tournament after the first 5 rounds, because they simply have the skill level to do this. I think they're both better than most of the teams in this part of the table, right? So I'm expecting whoever they play from here against, probably more like from here for now, they're probably going to have a bigger chance to win, and I think they will both advance to the next round after 5 games, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, okay, so I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. We had quite a few viewers. I think I saw 26 at some point of time, and indeed I'm glad that you guys actually saw a nice game, because we don't get those every time. And what more can I say? I already pasted a link to the beta, which was released yesterday, so go check it out in case you still don't have it. Help us testing, or just play whatever you want, and let's hope that the next tournament in 1 year can be played on a final version, resulting from this beta that we just had a game played on. Enough chit chat. Thanks for watching, and oh, before I go, I will be unable to stream it if it happens tomorrow, but I heard a rumor that there will be a game played between actually you guys said it here on the chat, that there will be a very interesting gameplay tomorrow between yeah, right, whatever, game between Bossa and Don't Talk, and okay, I forgot, yeah, they were playing, yeah, against the W33 and Mitrelas. And this is one of the most interesting games in the tournament, I think. Both teams are pretty great, and both are looking so far to be the contenders for winning the entire tournament. So this is something like a really small final or semi-final or whatever. I will not be able to show it. I really hope Vovets can. So you guys are able to see it while I'm away. Yeah, and that will be the last thing I say today. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.